Hey guys, I'm back with another video and this is day 17. I am actually editing this video up right now, which is, what's today? The 19th of January, 2020. So this was almost a year ago. That's crazy to think that I've had Tetra for that long. But anyways, I'm trying to get caught up on my editing. It is so hard for me to edit videos. I'm so busy. I've got so many horses in training and to take care of. But I live out in the middle of nowhere. My internet is no good. So it's really hard for me to actually find the time to sit down and do this and also to be able to upload them. So on day 17, I worked on his back feet. I was really nervous working with his back feet. Since him, I've gotten a lot more confidence. I can kind of tell when it's time and everything. So as you saw in the beginning, I started by throwing the rope around him and around his back legs and stuff, and then I used the separate lead rope. If the rope's long enough, you can use the same rope that you have, but for safety and everything, I just went ahead and used a separate rope just in case anything happened. The rope attached to his halter wouldn't get hung up or anything silly like that. So yeah, he ended up being really good, and he is so big now compared to here, so it's kind of crazy watching these videos and seeing how tiny he was. And I trained his mane to lay on the other side so I could see his brand. So yeah, as you can tell, I picked up his back foot and then I gently set it down on my own. Most of his moving, so this is me getting him prepared to do his other side. So, but most of his moving was from me trying to lift his head up because he was trying to eat the leaves and hay particles and stuff. And so as you can see there, I just pull him up and he would come backwards. But he did really, really good. So I was setting him up pretty great to be able to do his back legs with no issues. So I kind of try to move the rope around a lot because I don't want him to pick it up until I ask him to, so I don't want him to be super sensitive, so I'll move the rope around a lot, pull it back and forth and try to get him used to stuff touching it without him lifting it up. So here he had gotten in a really bad habit about backing up when I would go to pick up his front feet. I think that was from me having to lean into his shoulder to get him to pick his foot up off the ground. So I kind of tried to give him less answers by putting his butt up against the wall so that when he would try to back up, he couldn't. And then I would try to reward him for not backing up. So I would maybe not hold his foot as long or anything like that. So any of the pawing that he does, as soon as I feel any slight relaxation and he's not trying to jerk his foot around or anything like that, I'll instantly put it down. Of course, I'm going to set it down. I'm not just going to drop it. So, and here I was trying to correct him and keep him from trying to paw and move and stuff like that because he kind of got to where, because I didn't let him back up because I put his butt up against a wall, he would try moving in other ways. So I just had to figure out how to get him to not do that. I've learned so much since him, so it's kind of interesting watching this and being able to know that I improved and I've gained more knowledge and I'm doing better. So as you can see, he kept trying to move away from me since I took away his ability to back up. The other way that he chose to try to escape me picking up his front feet was for him to move away from me. So I really got aggravated with him and a little bit more demanding because I was trying to make it like as simple as I could for him, you know, like so that he didn't mess up or anything like that. I tried to give him simple answers or simple questions, and then I tried to, you know, take away some of the answers to make it easier for him so he understood. And he understood what I wanted. He was just really wanting to be a butthead. And obviously we're past this now, so he's fine. I tried to stop babying him probably a little too fast, so I tried to move him away from the wall sooner than I probably should have, but it's okay. You don't learn unless you make mistakes. And I made a lot of them.
Good boy.
So he was pawing a little bit more with his, I think it's his left foot he pawed with a lot more. So,
Good boy.
like I said before, as soon as he would relax in the slightest, I'll put it down like right away and reward him.
Easy. Wet it. Wet. Good.
There you go. He was pawing and then he relaxed. I put it down.
Easy,
Like I said, I tried to get him away from the wall more. And then, as you can see here, we did improve a lot with him coming to me when I would call him and things. So he ended up pooping, and the whole rest of the video, I never picked it up, and it just bugs the crap out of me. So since I had taken away his answer of backing up and it still didn't bother him or he didn't learn from it, here I tried to figure out what was triggering him to back up, and it was definitely me bending over because I could sit there and rub his foot with my foot, and then as you can see, as soon as I bend over, he wants to back up.
Good boy.
Now, when I took away his answer of backing up, it was helping, but I was trying to hurry up and get him like past the stage of needing that crutch of the wall to keep him from backing up. So I end up moving his feet, eventually trying to get him to realize that the easier answer is for him to just let me pick up his foot. If he doesn't let me pick up his foot, I'm just going to get him to move his feet. So there he's pawing. He relaxed, and I put it down immediately. I think right here I started moving his feet because it got to the point where just if he knew that I was going to come to his feet, he would immediately start backing up. Just if he could tell that I was going to come down to his feet. So it was really aggravating, and I tried to hang on longer and pull him forward. But like I said, there was a lot of mistakes that I had made with him that I learned how to ask it better, and I learned, different things. So the next two Mustangs it was a lot easier because I knew exactly what I needed to do to approach the front feet, to approach the back feet, different things like that. There was even some mistakes. I think he turned out excellent. Obviously, we got through this. He's not like this anymore. So it got the job done, but it could have been better. So here, the rest of the video, I was just getting him used to me putting a step stool beside him and crawling up because I had a couple of ideas. I think I was thinking about doing something involving 255-gallon drums for the freestyle. I'm not really sure why I did this, because other than I thought I would use it for the freestyle because he's a yearling, so it's not like he needs to know this for the tip challenge. But I think I had no idea what to expect for a tip challenge or anything. YouTube had some stuff, but obviously you never really know what to expect. So yeah, I think a lot of this was just me being extra desensitizing and everything else, not knowing what to expect.
Eating. Sow.
He's just following you now.
Good boy.
I think I was doing this bucket dragging thing just as more preparedness and maybe a possible freestyle idea. I was just really being over the top about desensitizing him to everything. And it did work a lot better because he is super, super lazy. But then again, you can kind of tell from the very beginning he was so laid back. And right here, I actually didn't realize this idea, but I loved that I put the bucket really far away, and since I had the lead rope in my hand, I was able to make the bucket jiggle. And he's not going to know that I was jiggling the bucket, but having something, an inanimate, normally inanimate object, making a noise like that next to him, and him not knowing where the noise is actually coming from, because he doesn't know that I'm making that noise. So I kind of like that idea because of things randomly moving, and horses get used to seeing you flapping the tarp or whatever, but if a tarp would come blowing across your path or an arena or whatever, and you're not operating it, they might react differently because they are used to associating the tarp with you instead of the tarp just blowing on its own. So this is the end of my video, and I changed my YouTube name from Brooklyn444 to Out of Control Horse Training to match my farm name and what I call my horse training now. So yeah, I have a Facebook and Instagram now under Out of Control Horse Training, and you should come look us up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.